Hey fellas, it's been a couple days, been real busy. Let's see, we got mail. What's a good size body for me? Alex K. Was wondering what was your peak physique for the game? I saw your photo of you on the beach, and that looked like a really good physique. Lean, fairly built. I'm about 6'2", 200 pounds, about 7-8% body fat. You're primed for the game. 6'2", great height. See on the beach, yeah, that photo. It was about 2 weeks before competition, or 3 weeks. I hadn't peaked out yet. See, I find that most chicks like the athletic type, look lean, build, but not too skinny or too big. What's your opinion on the right physique for the game? Yeah, steroid bodies don't look good to most chicks out there. 99% of them. They don't like. I don't even care for the steroid look. You know, the overinflated guns and stuff. In fact, I was just looking at some. There's a guy that he injected stuff straight in his arms. His biceps go up like this, and his triceps drop down. There's another guy that's doing the same thing, but it looks like he's got a cyst on the bottom of his triceps because they hang down like that. I forgot what their names are because I don't really give a fuck before someone posts the fucking names. They're steroid junkies. I don't care. Okay, the guy with those huge arms, he looks like a little tiny frog. He's about 5 feet tall with those, 30-inch arms. Having a good athletic physique is what's good. Lean is good. Okay? Depending on the female. Some women like big guys. I even get looks at my size. A lot of looks. You'd be surprised. When I was running around with my lumberjack look, I just put on one of my flannel shirts. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me just pull up here. Well, you guys see my flannel shirts. I look like a lumberjack, black young lumberjack. I wear my lugs, tan lugs, and all that kind of stuff. And I had that kind of rough look. And I got a lot of looks there. I even had a young girl, come up and give me her phone number when I was going to Denny's. I haven't been to Denny's now since my dad died back in May, but this happened a couple of years ago, though. She came and dropped her number down, and the guy that I talked to there, he was busting up. But anyway, depends on your look, depends on what the woman wants. But most women, they like that lean, muscular physique. Okay. All right. The Truth Hurts by Mr. Lee Majors. Hey Supreme, I've been doing research and found some great informative videos on YouTube regarding feminism, chemtrails, the Illuminati, to name a few. I know you research on subjects like these too. The question is, if you've ever felt pessimism or low energy after looking into these subjects. No, actually I haven't, because it's along my life purpose. So it actually innervates me. In fact, I'm actually watching a video right now titled, now I suggest you watch this. It's very important. I don't give out too many videos. Especially at, I posted on my site, I think it was at 20 minutes and something, and also at 40 minutes. But it's called Government Secrets - What Obama Knows About December 21st, 2012 - Full Part 1. I'm an hour and 5 minutes into it, and I'm really enjoying it. They show a photo off of a ancient, they show a photo engraving taken from Egypt of it, on the wall there. It looks like Obama, same big ears, and I think it's supposed to be Hotep. That's who I think they engraved his image on the wall there. But the resemblance to Obama is just uncanny. And then the Caucasian guy, I got to put that in because to show you where the source of the information is coming from. He used to be, let's see, he used to work with some famous news anchor, Dan Rather, or one of those guys. This is probably before you guys' time, but I'm from the 60s, 70s, and I watched 60 Minutes back then all the time and stuff like that. And I know that you cannot trust American news. I already know that, so don't bother writing that either. It gets tiring trying to predict how geeks are going to respond to shit. Some guys act like geeks. Most guys are cool, but there's a couple of geeks out there, man. Anyway, I know it's better to know the truth and be awake than just another one of the Walking Dead, but looking into these things can make me paranoid or angry sometimes. I got angry learning real African American history for a while, and then I've let it go. Almost to the point where I get frustrated just observing society and how it operates, things in advance. Yeah, that part, it does make me angry. It makes me angry like nobody saw the Mitt Romney bullshit. I'm one of the few people that saw this shit. And I already knew it was already slated for Obama to win. But they did a good job, you know, of trying to put, you know, I mean, magic underwear? Nobody saw that. Nobody did the research into that. Every time I try to talk about it, the geeks would come back and say, well, what about Obama, this and that? Even my own buddy that's was for Obama a long time ago, you know, because Obama's for the gay guys and stuff like that. He was coming out saying the same shit about Obama. When I try to talk about this stuff, I don't want to talk about Mitt Romney and what was so wrong with that picture there. And then the geeks did not see that, and they just immediately started jumping on Obama this, Obama that. They didn't get it. So that part, you know, irritates me sometimes. All right, Blocking Natural Player Energy by Lix 94. What's up, player? I'm an 18-year-old man who would consider myself a pretty boy with great player potential. I know this because a lot of girls say I'm cute and sexy, and even had a threesome with two 21-year-old girls when I was 17. But I still find myself overthinking, overcomplicating things, and still doubt myself, you mean. Any reply would be perfect. Keep saying the truth. Okay. You have that pretty boy complex. A lot of pretty boys don't believe it either. But it's a form of, it's like a form of modesty. You can't believe it's true. And that's really a sign of your, also of an ego that's going on there. You know it's true. You got the looks. Okay, so what? Now let's get you to make it work for you. Let's make it expand and get you lots of women on your team. You got to admit that you got the looks. Okay? The women have told you that. And you're one of the fortunate ones that they told that to. So be happy in that. Learn to revel in that. And I'm not going to blow your head up if that's the reason why you wrote me, but because a lot of people, they want that's, you know, once you get used to it, you want to hear it all the time. So I don't want you to fall in that path either. Okay? That becomes a bad thing. So just accept that, you know, you got above average looks. That's it. And run with it. Most guys out there are average or below, by the way. So for it to be above average, that's a blessing. Think about this community of people that come online. Okay, the Raider. My cousin. It's been a while since I wrote you, Player Supreme. I know a cousin who's 47. All he does is trick crackhead hoes all the time. That's too bad. He never hooks up with normal women at all. Just smokes weed. Okay, nothing we can do for him. Nothing we can do for him, bro. Unfortunately, when you say smoke weed all the time, he goes for crackheads, hoes. Also, he lost his government job dealing with a hood rat who smokes weed, and he was in jail for months. He took up for the hood rat, saying that his weed, that's his weed to the cops. Well, he smokes it too. Okay? When they found the weed in his car and got arrested. Okay, he smokes weed, the weed's in his car. And he told you that was her weed, but he's still smoking the weed. Come on, bro. Wake up. Okay? I just wanted to share this with you because this is an example to better myself more than ever. I never got into the weed thing. Thank God there's one of the few out there. I had a Mexican dude, Jovina's brother, Manuel. He was growing weed in our backyard. We had a whole farm out there. And I couldn't open my fucking window. It was about summer before last. And, what was I going with this? Oh, it was the farm was owned by this Mexican guy down the road, who's the local, weed dealer. He's very young. He's Jovina's nephew's age. They went to school together. But this guy owns the house across the street, and he owns his own house down there. Okay, so that's how he gets that money, and he makes it work for him. He's also a contractor. So props to him for taking that and making it work for him, not getting into it. But he hires people, like his cousin, first baby blue-eyed Mexican I've ever seen too, with baby blue eyes. But anyway, he was back there, harvesting stuff, and said, "Hey, you want some?" I said, "No, I don't smoke." And he said, "You're the first black guy I ever met that didn't smoke." So us brothers out there that didn't fall in that stupidity, we're very rare. There are people listening right now, black dudes right now, that smoke weed, okay? And they will justify themselves. But understand, there is no real justification for it. You could go back and say, it's for medicinal purposes, they use it for medicinal purposes. No, brother, you got a crutch. Admit the truth. Like one brother on my site Rob said it was for, makes me more creative. No, brother. That's a crutch, okay? Because the black mind is a very creative mind. Without it, people over in the old country were creative for thousands and thousands of years. Okay, people back in African Americans back in the history of this country were creative for all those years without it. Look into what we actually invented in this country, and you'll see. A lot of white folks, they think black folks, all we do is smoke weed, and we were slaves at one time, then we got out, we worked in people's houses and stuff like that. They don't realize how many black inventors there were. When I found out, it kind of blew my mind. Unfortunately, we only get the image that Caucasian media shows their own people, to program their people. Okay? Now, I never went into weed. Okay, thanks for keep spreading the knowledge. You're welcome there, brother, and then thanks for the message. Your cousin, he's beyond help. His life's basically done. Well, he can probably come back, but you can't talk to these kind of people. Like the people listening right now, the black young youth listening right now, you can't talk to them about it. They're not going to listen. You're young. Try talking to one of these guys on my channel right now that smoke the weed. Try talking about it, and watch them get all shifty and dodgy and start him and hawing and shit. You can't talk to them about it. They have to wake up on their own. As long as the weed has clouded their mind and they get a good feeling from it, they will not accept the truth. So good luck to you, and peace, brother.